my name is Nathan Sperry, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to belay with and then lower from a ATC guide in guide mode. So first thing I'll do, I'm going to get up to the top of the climb, I'm going to clip into my anchor. I'm going to do that with a clowfish. Cinch it up so I'm nice and close to the anchor. And lock it down. Next thing I'm going to do is take my ATC guide and clip it into the master point. In guide mode, you pull the carabiner through the back, through the big loop in the back here, and you have another carabiner just free hanging right here. I'll lock this off, and then I'm going to start pulling up rope to my climber. And it's a long climb, so there they are. And I'll load a bite into the ATC guide. Now this is an important part. You have to take the part going to the climber, and that is going to be coming up out of the top of the belay device. So this one here is the climber, this one here is my brake strand. There we go. That's clipped in. It's an auto locker, so I don't need to lock it. And the way it works is now when anytime the climber is loading the rope here, it's pulling down and pinching this brake hand into the teeth of the ATC guide. So now I'm ready to start belaying on my climber. This is a hands-free device, but it's always good to practice not taking your hand off the belay strand. Alright, my climber is stuck. They need slack. Maybe they're going over a lip or something and they just want to get lower down a few inches. I'm going to take my carabiner here, and so I've got my climber here. I'm just going to roll this back and forth. This is called the ratchet. It only feeds out a few inches at a time. That's a good, easy way to get them just a few inches. Anything more than that, and you want to go into a different lower system. Alright, so they got to where they want to go. And now I'm going to start belaying them again. I'm belaying up a little bit. And now they're on a ledge, maybe they want to rest or sit down or something. So we're going to give them a lot of slack. So I'm going to take the climber's end, the carabiner here, pull this up, and pull out some slack. Now this part you want to be careful, because if they took a big fall or something as you're doing that, you definitely want this to be able to snap back into the brake position, so you don't want to be holding onto this carabiner too hard. So anyway, they're good now and they want to keep climbing. So belay them up some more, and now they've just decided that they're stuck. They can't go anymore, and they just want to be lowered to the ground. This is where it gets a little tricky. So what I need to do is take my cordelette. Actually, the first thing really you want to do is redirect the brake strand. With the ATC guide in guide mode, the brake is the same thing as an ATC. The brake is going down, so you want to pull back towards the bottom of towards the loop down here. And if we put it up in guide, or release it from guide mode, the brake strand actually needs to be up by the master point. So I'm going to redirect it into my master point here, so it'll always keep that brake strand. I'm just going to take this and clip through. That's really all you need to do, and lock the carabiner. As you can see, this kind of becomes a jumbled rope. I'll knock this off. Now, since I'm going hands-free so much, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a third hand on. And this is also just a good thing because I am about to release this braking system. So we don't want anything to happen to our climber. So that's really why the third hand is here. Just going to go through my belay loop and do a pressing. knocked off. Now I've got the third hand on. This way I can go completely hands-free, and it's perfectly safe. So now, what I'm going to do is tie my cordelette through here so I can redirect it up through the anchor, so I'm able to release this locking mechanism. So take my cordelette, untie it completely, get this over out of the way. Now take it, and I'm going to bring a piece of it right through the little hole on the front of the ATC guide. Now you can tie it up with any knot. I'm going to show you right now. But if you tie it into something with a bite, like an overhand kind of bite, or a figure eight kind of bite, that'll set you up to turn it into a 3-to-1 in case you need a little bit of extra help releasing it. So I've got it here, it's blocking it, so now I'm able to redirect it up through the top of my master point. Carabiner through there. Clip through, and lock it off. So now I've got this redirected. What I do is take this and attach it to my harness. And the best way to do that, I think, is with a clove hitch, because it's so adjustable. Take that and clip it through my belay loop and create my clove hitch. Together. Lock my carabiner off. Good measure. Now I'm ready to go. So now, to explain this just a little bit further, what I'm going to do, the climber's still on the rope here. He's fully weighting it. I've got my redirect through here, so I can lean back, and that will release this system. When I do that, I have my third hand on here, and I have my brake hand on there, so I just lean back. It releases the system. And the rope is able to pull through. Very slowly, because there's a lot of friction, it's still able to pull through. It'd be a lot easier if the rope was fully weighted. And now, if I let go, press it here, locks it off. And that's everything on how to lower and belay from the plaquette.